Hey, it is Friday, must be the 26th of April. I'm still a little scattered. I am at I'm going to try to give you a quick rundown of what happened this week, and we may even have a guest or two show up, depending on what's happening here. And, so I am in Hilo. I am at Coconut Willy's in part of Uncle Billy's hotel here in downtown Hilo. We're actually on Banyan Drive near the beautiful gardens and little island off Coconut Island right outside here too. So it's been a hectic week. I have done a ton of stuff, and not much has been related to what's been going on at TG, but I want to, I'm going to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about thumb picks today too, because that was a great thing that came up on the forum. So appreciated the question and had some good answers. And I'll tell you my particular feeling on thumb picks. I use them occasionally, especially if my thumbnail breaks. I'm having a bad nail week too. My nails are just really short and stuff right now because one broke, so had a hard time putting together some of the lessons. But what happened this week? We of course had Blue Oyster Cult. Anyway, that was pretty fun. I hope everybody enjoyed Burning for You. And I'm glad I finally got, I've been promising this since December, maybe earlier, we're getting rolling on the guide to reading music. So that has been really cool, and there's a lot more of that coming up. I'm glad people are getting a chance to check that out. We also had a couple of really cool things with Jim Page. We're winding down the last couple of things, and pretty much everything that happened at the end were songs, and he even picked out a very special one for the last thing that, one he at least thought that our Totally Guitars audience would really like. So, one was about Chris Ramey, a Los Gatos legend who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. And I still have one of the bottlenecks that he gave me when he was making these things called Wine and Boy bottlenecks, really made from wine bottles. And the other one was, his tune Minoin, that is catch. I had a lot of fun playing along with him. So we were obviously in kind of an industrial, I guess I'm alone in this restaurant now too, except for another guitar player who may come by. And maybe we'll get a little talk with John, who was playing some really nice slacky stuff in here a few minutes ago. But I want to get to one more thing. I wanted to have Kaliko come over here and say hello. We're rolling, man. Don't worry, only 30 seconds of your time.
Hey!
So,
hello everyone.
This is my longtime friend and almost family member, Kaliko Beamer-Trapp.
It's been a long time, since Aloha Music Camp. It's very early days. Wow.
Yeah, I met him at the first Aloha Music Camp that I only have been to one so far. I'm hoping to be more, but I know the camp is kind of we'll see.
Yeah, the camp, we had to postpone it for this coming summer, but we're going to be having it hopefully next February on Kauai. So that's up February 2014. Yeah.
Oh man.
Time flies by so fast.
I still can't even write 13 on checks yet.
I know. And it doesn't seem like that long ago that we were at camp in Puna over here. That was, I think, 10 years ago.
It was, long time. A while.
Maybe more than that, because it must have been 2001. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. And I also remember coming to Waimea and doing a concert with Keola. Actually, I think I played here at the Hilo, at the theater at school as well.
Right, the UH theater, and I happen to work over at the university as well, so that's kind of like my stomping grounds.
He is a language professor there?
Yeah, professor is a very nice term to use. I thank you for that. I just teach Hawaiian up there, and I have a good time.
Well, people have called me professor too because it's a musical term, right? And I am always thrilled and honored when that happens.
I'm definitely honored, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, and this is he's kind of involved in this restaurant now.
Yeah, so my wife and I and our partner Jocelyn are running the restaurant, and today makes 1 month. So it's a very new experience for all of us. We're enjoying ourselves, and it's quite a challenge. It takes a lot more time than you would think. And I said to myself, wow, if only I could be practicing ukulele or guitar for all the hours that I've been putting in, the extra hours of my life that I've been putting into this restaurant. If I were practicing, I'm sure I could be a heck of a lot better, And my poor instruments sit at home. I'm sure that you guys out there may have instruments sitting in the closet that you might have bought and said to yourself, one day I'm going to learn how to play this. Like I have a banjo. That's a beautiful banjo. I think I've played on it for about 8 minutes. And so, that's something I should probably do, is set aside some time and practice. And it's a great thing to be able to have music in your life. You know, for me, I love music.
And you like composing too. You like writing lyrics and things particularly, right?
Yeah, I work with a couple of musicians here in Hawaii who, you know, maybe they have music that they want to perform and then they need some lyrics for it, or they write a poem in English and then they want to have Hawaiian lyrics put on it. And so, so I've done that several times and been very happy with that experience. Yeah, we've had a good time.
I keep meaning to hit you up to get me Hawaiian lyrics to my song, Papa's Guitar.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe I've never brought it up before.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we can work on it.
We should get to that.
Yeah.
Which actually is the reason I was here. I'll try to splice in Rebecca's dance from a couple of days. I guess it was just yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Which is why I came to Hilo.
Rebecca, very good language student of mine.
Yes, my daughter Rebecca has taken a couple of years worth of Hawaiian.
That's right.
And really loved it. She's.
And if you're into playing Hawaiian music, especially singing the lyrics, learning the language, even just a little bit, will be very helpful to you, especially starting out with pronunciation, you know, correct pronunciation. And then, of course, being able to actually understand what you're singing about is really adds a new dimension to the playing of it. So that would be something good that you could, you know, that you guys could do if you're interested in playing Hawaiian music.
Yeah, I'll try to make sure they get exposed more. I did quite a few lessons a long time ago on some Slack key tunes. Matter of fact, I even shot a couple of lessons here at Hilo Guitars and Ukulele.
Oh, right.
A while ago.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
Very good. Well, it's really great to see you.
I'm really glad you could take a minute here. I know you have to get to your other job. He's been here for 6 hours this morning, and now he's off to do his second job.
Yes, that's right.
Of his 14-hour day.
Yes.
So,
but I'm really happy to see you. Thanks so much. It's really great to have you.
Thanks for coming visit the Totally Guitars audience.
Aloha to everyone. Ahui ho.
Okay. And now he has to fly to his next obligation. So really appreciate it. It was great catching up with Kaliko, and have just had a great time being here. And I know that this is going to be running really late. You may not actually see this till Saturday or Sunday because of just how things work here in Hilo. So, and of course, time changes and things. I think I talked about everything I wanted to as far as the news went. Yeah, we got through Jim Page and the couple of teams. Next week there will be a couple of exercises to sort of follow up the some sight reading exercises. Very simple songs. Let me see if I can think of one. Anyway, stuff like that. So, but I did want to get to one more thing before I check out here today, and that was the question that came up on the forum about thumb picks. And absolutely, a thumb pick has to fit your thumb really well. Otherwise, it will cut off the circulation, or it'll fall off. So I have two that I'm really fond of. This one is a, let me see here. I think these are, Planet Waves from D'Addario. And you really got to find the right length of tip. Some of them stick out really far, some of them don't stick out far enough. That's one thing. And then you also need to make sure that it's not too tight, because it can really hurt. I found one the other day sitting on a table, and I thought, wow, I don't remember leaving that one there. And I put it on, and it didn't fit, and I realized it's good. It's not one of the two I really like. So I happen to have this one with me. And if you're going to use a thumb pick, you do have to be careful. You almost have to have nails to go with it, or use finger picks. I totally don't recommend using finger picks. They sound terrible. And again, I only use the thumb pick on like 2 songs. You know, if I'm doing this one, you've heard me play it. And it's just so I get enough volume out of everything. How's it go? So I can really lay on the bass, you know, heavy with that, and not rip up the side of my thumb or my nails. So that's what I like doing with thumb picks. But you do have to make sure they fit. So I think that is it for today. I do want to tell you one more thing, but I guess I'll even make this a separate video, depending on how it came out, because I haven't seen it yet. But we did shoot a video of Rebecca dancing yesterday with Papa's Guitar, and if it's acceptable, I will either attach it to this or something, but who knows? I shouldn't be making promises about things that I have no idea where I'm really going with this. So, hey, you were supposed to be over at the university half an hour ago. What are you doing?
I'm getting there.
You want me to clean up for you?
No.
Okay. Well, I think that is it. I've got a few more things that I might get to a little bit later, but if not, we will be back to the normal world next week, and I hope everybody is doing fine and getting some studying and practicing in, and aloha for now.